Okay, we locked and loaded, y'all. Ready to roll. Yep. Huh? Take. Okay. Huh? Yeah. You can bring a coffee. Be coffee. Ain't no rush to coffee. It'll be coffee. Yep. Love you, brother. Free them all. Love you, brother. And sister. Yeah. Let me call. I forgot to call the radio. The other. Okay. Free them all. Yeah. Levante, free them all. Love you, brother. Love that. Long live Harold Davis. Sound kind of muted. To bring me straight in, you sound kind of muted. I'm ready. You bring me straight in. Hold on. I'm ready. Come on. We live? We good? We okay? Hey, y'all, let's get locked and loaded for another episode of Free 'em All Radio here at Intellectual Radio. Are we locked and loaded on Free 'em All Radio? And call ins on that end also? Are we good on that end? Free 'em All, we good on this end? Sister Comrade, we good on that? Okay. All right, y'all.
Yeah, we're live.
We live. That's what it is, y'all. All right. Heads up, eyes open, and fist country coming in a little late with quality time, going outweigh quantity time, y'all. So we're moving and grooving. You know, we got to move on a political pivot. I got some background noise on that end right there. Y'all can't take a pause for the calls. Pull over where you at. Tune in on Freedom on Radio. Can also intellectualradio.com. Intellectualradio.com. Also 929-477-3785. We on YouTube. We on Instagram. We online. We on StreamYard. You know what I'm saying? We coming in. We are in the building. Again, this is June 1st, 2022, 7:08. Y'all make sure y'all get this here. Matter of fact, these numbers should be committed to memory. 708-223-8953, y'all. 708-223-8953. Forgive me for talking so fast, but it's what Chairman Fred would say, high up the people. In other words, too proletarian, revolutionary, intoxicated to be astronomically intimidated. Let's make history. Let's take history. Let's tape history. Weekly program of the Black Panther Party Cubs. Y'all heard of them, the Black Panther Party Cubs. I don't know how y'all don't hear them. Y'all in the States. There's people all over in Nigeria. They came from Nigeria today. That's right. They was in Nigeria, came to the Hampton House, came to the wall. You know what I'm saying? Go check the Facebook post. I'm talking about they want to know when are the Cubs coming to Nigeria. I said, listen, we talking about coming October 15th to Ghana. You know what I'm saying? And I don't believe this. It's unbelievable. Okay, I'm finna hang this up right now. I can start my Instagram back again. Okay, I messed up the whole. You can't hear me no on Instagram. Is it my phone or that phone? That ain't like some static going on. Check that out for me, Sister Conrad. This weekly program hosted by yours truly, Chairman Fred Hampton, also Robin Allen, a.k.a. the Lady of Rage. So let me try this one more time. We're going back live again on Instagram. Sister Conrad, is that my check? See what phone it is. If is it on my end? Sound check on Instagram. Feedback on your, what you think is coming from me? Is feedback on my end, you think? Sound check, sound check on Instagram. Sound check on Instagram. Are we good on Instagram? Good on StreamYard. Okay, we good? Check good. Okay, I'm telling you, okay, right on, sis. Parisa, I'm gonna tell you, that mean we good. Facebook, I know we good. Okay, it sounds a little bit better right now. Give me good. Okay, that's what it is. That sounds a lot better on the 929 number. Now there go again. We gonna roll. We gonna roll, y'all. We gotta move. We gotta with Chairman Fred, so we have to move fast. We have to move organized. Code red. Code red in regards to a lot of things, y'all. You did code red. Intense situation in regards to so we got updates in regards to political prisoners. We want to talk about the political climate, what's going on. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everything is political. We talking about, you know, the price of food, the price of gas, the price of baby formula. You know what I'm saying? You know, a lot of people say, well, it's a bad time of the year. You know what I'm saying? You did politics again, but food, clothing, and shelter, life and death. That's what we're talking about here. This ain't no how you feel. I don't want to get involved. Well, I don't like being involved in politics. You have no other. We're talking about baby formula. You dig? We're talking about gas price, transportation, community. These impacts. These contradictions impact everyday dynamics. You know what I'm saying? I mean, life and death, transportation, communication. You know what I'm saying? They go look at some of the prices they talking about. You know what I'm saying? $7 and something for gas. You know what I'm saying? And now you can the politics of mass shootings. How do you view it? You know what I'm saying? How do you talking about up in school now? What type of can it be easily fixed with such reactionary responses? All we need to do is get an education. Just go to school. You know what I'm saying? The impact, the psychological impact that people are talking about now that is impacting other communities now. You know what I'm saying? Going to school. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about when children going up, we're talking about 50 public schools being shut down in Chicago. When you go in there, I'm talking about being searched like you're going up inside the penitentiary. The shootings that go on. All this we talking about. We talking about, you know what I'm saying? We took code red, you dig? We talking about putting in context of the AAT bill, the African Anti-Terrorism Bill, the African Anti-Terrorism Bill, the terrorism that African people in particular are subjected to under the euphemisms of gentrification, war on drugs, war on guns, war on gangs. We talking about Minister UEP doing assessment in regards to prison. Prison's a microcosm outside community. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the contradiction that's in the intense contradiction. Health condition. Dr. Mutulu Shakur, you know what I'm saying? It's a the word is get out that hospice and this is a subject matter we've had to cover a number of different occasions. We talking about, you know, the Angola 3, talking about different forces, Russell Schultz, other people, you know what I'm saying, so many others, you know what I'm saying, to fight, you know what I'm saying, the members of Move 9, you know what I'm saying, to push for the demand of release of these prisoners who are held captive, to, at the same time, knowing the health situation of them. And some people say, well, what's the big deal if it's to be able to not have the added blow of quote unquote dying behind enemy lines. You dig what I'm saying? You know, the state has a position about state property, you dig what I'm saying? But we again go to the case of Dr. Mutulu Shakur, you know what I'm saying, history and work. I mean, we talking about, you know, I mean, this when we talk about these cases, we cannot minimize just that of the prisoner, but similar to we talking about the case with Mumia Abu Jamal, we talking about the whole thing about the health care and what allowed to address our, you know, the healthcare ourselves, you know, the possibilities of what can happen, what we can do, you know what I'm saying, and not only outside community, but even inside the counts. Many people say, what you mean? You know, some acupuncture history that Dr. Mutulu Shakur, you know what I'm saying, is noted for. Some of I mean, even behind enemy lines, so this is we're gonna get some call-in numbers and pushing for this demand that, you know what I'm saying, Dr. Mutulu Shakur will be released. You know what I'm saying, again, and we not, you know, we don't take a position of just, you know, just let's say it looks gloom in regards to the health, but the deal is we have to fight against all odds. You know what I'm saying, and And this campaign of the concerns cannot be limited to just that state of Georgia. Well, we're talking about these different campaign people. So what state are they held in? In other words, we're not going to be majors and minors, man. You know what I'm saying? We just had some forces come in from Nigeria, come to the Hampton House, and we was talking to these forces about the cases of Emmanuel Jamil Amin. You know what I'm saying? The recent release of Sunday out at Coley, Mumia Abu Jamal, talking about the condition of Cook County Jail. You know what I'm saying? It's Mark was how God laid out. One struggle, one people. And you know what I'm saying, this got to be clear, you know what I'm saying, clarion call and connecting these cases and contradictions up all over the world. We got people, so we want to get these call-ins. We're gonna open these lines up, y'all. I know it's a lot of phone calls this week. Let me veer off for 1 second. Let me say something on my chest real quick. I have an addiction. I know people say, "What you can drink some coffee?" No, I have an addiction called the struggle. The struggle. The struggle. And I know y'all know I lost volume again. I done lost volume again. I know I lost volume again on Instagram. Um, try to make sure they don't call back in. Give me a sound check. No sound on Instagram, I know, right? Can you hear me on Instagram? Oh, y'all hear me? Okay, right on. We good. Okay, right on. Um, and I'm gonna touch on this real quick and saying keep it moving because I've been getting a lot of calls back to back to lady was checking on Mother Comrade the other day, in regards to blood pressure, so on and so forth. And something that ironically told me, I kind of felt we just had a phenomenal march of the peace march, and it was, you had living legends there. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about some real. Those who missed it, you can go look at it. You know what was unique about this march in particular was, excuse me, this march. It's been a long time since you had that sort of feeling. It was some authentic forces there. Who on Intellectual Radio, not on Freedom Radio. Wow. They say, okay, I'm on YouTube. The stream, y'all, is not on YouTube. It's not on Freedom. We'll figure that out later. Okay, we'll figure it out. Okay, y'all check it out. It should be on there. We checked it out. Okay, Intellectual. Okay, right on. Intellectual Radio is on YouTube. This right on. Callers don't leave yet. You stick with us. I'll just say something real quick. This peace march, I just want to put. This is phenomenal. You had so many forces there. You know what I'm saying? Sons of long held political prisoner, Mr. Larry Hoover. You had David Boxdale's sons. You had David Boxdale's sister. You know what I'm saying? This is on the heels of a phenomenal picture that's been going viral in the community that people relate to. Where you had, myself and brother, recently political prisoner Mustafa, Keith and others, Terry and others. You know what I'm saying? And just the image of this has been inspiring to people. And this was because our movements have been so hijacked. You know what I'm saying? Opportunism is something that we have to deal with. That's a reality. But it's got to the point that it's kind of like the quality it's been outweighed by so many. You know what I'm saying? The whole like a hustle. You know what I'm saying? It's like this march was phenomenal, man. The energy I have not come down from it. It was and at the conclusion of the march. You know what I'm saying? There was some struggles and some. And I don't want to point this cat out individually. I don't think it's subjective. But it was some struggles. I was, there's one cat who kept on, negating this cat who you could tell who ain't got no connection to the community. You know what I'm saying? None. And when I talk about the dynamics of structure, like who is who, and he was saying, well, I'm not, titles ain't no big thing to me. And the deal is, Chicago in particular is someplace you can afford the luxury to dibble and dabble and ease up on that dynamic of structure. But this is a city that was the most, if not, the top segregated city in the country. And it's like certain cars they may say you might can drive without this piece on it. You can miss a spark plug. Certain cars need this. You know what I'm saying? Certain dogs. You say, oh man, don't trip on you. You ain't got to really press on you. You have a leash on them. You can't play that with no cane Corsa. You know what I'm saying? You can't cut no corner. Chicago, these youngsters need a structure. You know what I'm saying? And I caught myself getting too passionate, I'm passionate about the politics and when I talk about the structure, it ain't no because we ego tripping about us as individuals. It's something that these youngsters in particular need. You know what I'm saying? And I felt tight in the chest. I felt it. You know what I'm saying? And I was with my mother comrades a few days later, and they was checking her blood pressure. You know what? Check my blood pressure, which is really I really ain't into none of that. I still got this sometimes this thing. We still 19, 20 years old. We moving and grooving. And the only thing gonna take us out of the game is to stay directly. And we get caught up with that. And I remember her face when she checked my blood pressure, and it was like a reality check. It was a reality check, and then she hit back. Comrade taking me, grabbed me. She said, "Man, you need to sit down for a minute, And I thought about it, and then I struggled, and I talked to the comrades about it. I said, I didn't talk to comrades. I did not talk to comrades about it initially. A lot of times you just dismissive with it, and I talked to another brother this morning, and he was telling me the signs. He said, I know what you're feeling. This and that. This. You get the headaches. You got this and I said, damn. And I said, I'm trying to struggle. And I'm fortunate. It's not a lot of sisters and brothers pulling my cub tail. Like, hold on, champion. Ease over a minute. And I'm trying to work on this addiction. So I love it. I struggle for the people, and even with the phone calls and I times, even with I look at different positions people take. Like, you don't pose if you don't be down, and you can and you can get caught up there with yourself. Like, you supposed to keep moving. And a brother said to me today, after you telling me this signs, he said, "You quiet, chairman. You am I telling the truth? This is happening. This is happening." And I was like, "Man, yeah." He said, "How you gonna, serve the people? You know what I'm saying? You ain't here." And it hit. Then in fact, I was talking to co-host earlier about, and she had sent me this clip, and I said, that Eric Monte, who did James Good Times, was a phenomenal cat. It's a clip with James Evans, hypertension, and how he was reacting, and how, impacted, that's the stress of being black, period. That through the door, the fact that we still here alone, Then I talked to my brother Moreau of the UNIA, and man, this brother, I don't care how long we go, me and him talk, we go right in sync. And this is important, because a lot of times we can't talk about a lot of things with a lot of forces, whether it be health, relationships, whatever contradictions, because a lot of times people come from a foreign, not just white people can't relate to it, a lot of people who can't understand and relate to the dynamics what we go through. And this brother, I'm gonna have brother Moreau, we're gonna come on next week, and we just gonna chop it up. It was therapeutic because of release. A lot of times you talk about different struggles we have. And I tell people, I say, I have an issue with, like, some cats, like you talking about even, some cats you talk about health in the abstract way. What I'm talking about, them rich, like they Richard Simmons somewhere. You telling people who live in food deserts, you have to eat this, get your green spinach, so on and so. You're like, this, they can't relate to what we going through. You know what I'm saying? And then add to you in the struggle. I'm talking about this to a certain, like, even a lot of times people, like, the conversation, and I say, I know one thing, I can shake the salt, but these damn slaves, whoo. Man, I had to struggle to catch them. I'm talking about this yesterday morning. I U-turn on them. I see it coming. I'm struggling. And the pick our moves, and our moves pick us. But even though we don't see it, but it's toxic. It can go. It can get inside you. You know what I'm saying? And it can impact you. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking out loud. I'm speaking to myself also. You know what I'm saying? Because again, and then brother, ironically, brother of UNIA, we dialoguing this morning. And he reminded me, we talking about Marcus Mosiah Garvey. He said 54. I said, no, I say 53. They took him out at 53. He said 54. So I said, okay, you may be right, 54. But this was, mind you, after London, after all the stress and all the struggles he went through. After a lot of people talking about, oh, we have our differences. When you struggling against a dynamic that's backed by the ruling class, and then you struggle with another, and people trying to devalue it, like, we all need to come together. When people say that takes the naivety in them, and also in some cases the danger of them. to believe that all black people come, any people gonna come together. And you know what I'm saying? And you get caught with your love for the people, and you try to let that outweigh. It's what Chairman Fred said, revolution is a scientific art that must be assessed scientific. And you know what I'm saying? And that's how we want everybody to grasp certain things, but that's not the reality. And the Chicago Defender newspaper had reported Marcus Garvey's death a day before. And they say even the stress of this, you reading that. This so-called black press saying that you dead. They say, man, that was it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just saying, we struggling, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to pick my moves, and a lot of people say, well, you called me, you didn't get back to me. Don't charge it to the hard. Literally, don't charge it to the hard. You know what I'm saying? Because let me tell you, I'm gonna keep on. We're gonna do this. It's an addiction. When Chairman Fred say hire out the people, it's pros and cons of that. It's one of my Plan B guys came to the Hampton House the other day, and I talked to him. I know he's very reactionary. I said, listen, I really don't know if I can talk to you today, man, because I ain't up to your energy right now. I said, I'm trying to struggle. So when I come out, he said, damn. He said, you can see it in your face, Chairman. He said, he said, man, it's tearing you up, man. You see stress. Then, ironically, I get a phone call from this sister who we had some years ago. I mean, I'm trying to go subjective. I'm trying to think of another word, but the damage with her, you know what I'm saying? We had a good conversation. She acknowledged this contradictions, you know what I'm saying? And it was, it was the first, just even the phone call, I said, whoa. I felt my chest get tight, just hearing some people's names. So we end up talking, and Paul say, man, you look better now. I say, damn, it's like struggle. It's you talking about in addiction, and I'm knowing that it's still tearing on you, but it's my how they say in church, your calling. I remember this case to cut hair years back, and I remember when to go get my hair. They was when them fade cuts, and this back in I was in high school, sophomore in high school. And I remember leaving his house getting my hair cut, and everybody was like, man, you let him cut your hair sober? I said, what you? They laughing. They said, your lining messed up. I said, yeah, I didn't want that cat, doing no drugs, cutting my hair. They said, oh, you can't let dude cut your hair sober. He has to be high. I said, they say, that's his thing. I said, what? They say, nobody lets him be cut. No. They say, man, I say, what? They say, that's how he moves, man. That's his, you know what I'm saying? That's in him. I said, wow. And I correlated it to even the struggle. I said, damn. I say, man, sometimes I question, I say, but I jump up to it. I say, man, moving with it's like your calling. And it's pros and cons of that, you know what I'm saying? But I acknowledge it and I appreciate those forces that's on my heels, that's telling me to, pull over, get a breather. But you dig, man, bear with me or cub with me. It ain't no overnight thing. I'm working on not answering the phone, you know what I'm saying? Jump up. I know they told you, you never cut your phone up. I said, man, I don't know what's gonna happen with force. And my brother said, man, man, pick your moves. And I know some people just struggle for struggle's sake. You know what I'm saying? And I say that not to acknowledge that, and we have to be scientific. I was doing an interview, they're gonna post it soon, podcast, No Cap. And I had some serious struggles. And the young kid was like, you can't give up on us. You got to do blah, blah, blah. And, and it was this thing about really just expendable, how people view our movements. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That's like, you go out there and do this shit regardless. You know what I'm saying? Cats, as opposed to recognize there are casualties out here, man. And I got to remember, we got to pick our moves. When I was locked up, I knew I would get placed in isolation if I get past a newspaper, some paper to somebody. And guys got salty one time. I wouldn't get his paperwork to this one dude. Oh man, Chairman, he cool. That's my sister guy. Dig. Another brother came in. Matter of fact, long live Big Law. Lawrence Lee, Lawrence Loggins. Go and Google him. Who the Chicago Sun-Times say was assassinated. I said, run him that paper. They say, why you gonna give it to him? You won't get to the other guy. I say it's an investment with him. I'm, you know what I'm saying? That's an investment. I'll put that premium gas. I'll take a chance with this one. And you know what I'm saying? I see this guy, I say, I ain't tripping about, you know what I'm saying, Chairman First, we ain't tripping about down to going to jail. I ain't trying to sound macabre, but some either though. But the deal is to make it count. And we have to struggle with that. We have to look at that. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you know what I'm saying? You can't talk about war and have a romanticism. Everybody gonna be online. When people say that all black people gonna come together, shh. Malcolm X talked about it on the front of the Time magazine one time. It was a young lady from China. Right on, right on. I just seen some. I didn't get to read the text, man. Tell them again. I seen that box there, family. I know you're online with us. Right on, love. And we got a move we planning on for June 15th, 2 days before Father's we on Family Appreciation Day. And man, we talking about we come up. Those legends. We want y'all back in the building. We gonna put something together though. And Malcolm talked about this. He say the young child had a 45 to her daddy's head. And he said, why? What happened? And they translated what she said. She said he betrayed the revolution. I know that's some this. Another cats want to go there that don't recognize that these are brutal realities. We got bear with us, y'all. We got somebody who got to sit to work on these lines who don't usually work the lines with us, but we gonna make it do what it do. Let's open them lines up, y'all. Just come on in, cause we got a lot to talk about. We know this. I just want to get it off my chest, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna trip. So you're right. Make sure so you're right. Come on with brother has on the line. Let me say, right before he get in, let me say something real quick.
Listen, man.
Free them all. Love and service, peace and blessings, brother, real quick. Man, I'm glad to hear you. Well, come on with it.
Hey, man, I do want to write real quick, bro. Hey, Chairman Fred.
Hold on. Can we
the unplug. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't be wanting to hear that, especially on the front line of the real boots on the ground front liners. See, a lot of time, man, a lot of people don't understand what happened to the chairman of the Black Panther Party. A lot of people say, well, he got on dope, or he did this, or he did that. Hey, man, that man unplugged. Because if he didn't unplug, he was going to die. Because the people don't give a damn. The people going to keep on pushing us out there on the front line because they too scared to get on the front line. So they'll push us out there because they know we're going to go, and they know we ain't going to look back, you know what I mean, to see who coming with us. You know what I'm saying? We frontline soldiers, and so, you know, we got to be real committed to our higher power and what our higher power is leading us into. See, this is a spiritual thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no physical thing. And if we're not able to keep our compass, you know what I'm saying, in the right way, then we ain't going to be able to see the you know what I'm saying, the path that we're supposed to be going because everybody else telling us which way we're supposed to go or what's more important than something else. You know what I'm saying? You know, ain't nothing more important to me than my sobriety. You know what I'm saying? And I got to be sober-minded today. Because I get high, you know what I'm saying, on dope in order to stay up and try to do what the people think that I need to be doing. Rather than getting low enough in order to hear what's coming at me. See, you know, my old mentor used to tell me back in the day, he said, yes, put your ear to the ground, you're gonna hear the people coming. And you're gonna know where they need you at. But if you get your head too high, you're going to be seeing all these people that got their hand raised and got their banners raised and got their signs raised, and you steady running to be the fireman. Put out the next fire. You say, man, you got to stop. You got to sit down because these folks will get you killed. These folks will lead you to destruction. And so, bro, hey, man, give yourself a pat on the back, man. And like I do, man, anytime need me to come in, man, and well, I'm and I know I got my limitations, but you know, like I know too, man, God can use somebody, you know what I'm saying, like me, you know what I mean, anytime that a brother say, hey, man, I need a chill pill, man, I need a break, man, I need a vacation, family, you dig? But you know, with that being said, man, you know, I just want to welcome in everybody that came in, you know what I'm saying, to Freedom All Radio, man. Y'all don't know, man, we got people that's creating a Freedom Fest in Atlanta. We got a sister that's out in front of the White House today by herself, Sister Shabazz. She ain't got nobody out there with her, you know what I'm saying? But that young sister out there with signs, she done wrote the president, she done emailed, fax these folks in the Justice Department because Mutulu Shakur, it's time for him to come home. This man on his deathbed. And the same thing that happened to Jamil Alameen that got him up out of 80 Max, Florence, Colorado prison, is the same thing that these folks need to do to do like what they did with Sekou Odinga. You brought Sekou Odinga home, now bring Mutulu Shakur home. It's time for these folks to come home. The MOVE organization. It's time for these folks to come home. You know, enough is enough, man. We talk about saving our children. What about saving our elders? And so, man, I just want to send a salute, man, to those guys, man, behind the walls that done spent 40, 50 years, you know what I mean, in solitary confinements, you know what I'm saying, and are ailing in their health, and these folks still don't want to even give a person a chance to go home for their last couple of months of life. You know what I mean? You know, they on the line, man. I know folks that's calling in from behind the wall, folks calling in all across America, man, to just to hear the voice of the Lady of Rage and our brother Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., man. And so I don't want to speak too long, but I just want to commend everybody that came in, everybody that's speaking to the plan. But y'all hear what my brother's saying right now, man. This is not no cry for help. This is an announcement that, hey, it's time for some people to step up. You know what I'm saying? Because when the burden gets bad down, it's time for all of us to help lift that thing up and carry that thing to where it got to be. Because if we don't do it, it's not gonna get done. They say we all we got, but I say we all we need. But we all got to step up a little bit more and be willing to sacrifice. So with that being said, I say peace and blessings, love and service, fam. I'm with you for the duration of the night, man.
Peace and blessing, love and service. Hey, this, hey, brother Hester, hey, love and respect, man. This, hey, the whole, man. I know y'all. A lot of y'all been riding with us for some years in regards to Freedom on Radio. This brother sparked the thought. I'm telling you, about even, you know what I'm saying. I mean, you talking again. You talking to a person who, y'all know, technology really ain't really my thing, you know. And I remember just even coming on, you know, the airwaves with this brother. You know what I'm saying, and you know what I'm saying, just and to know the know. I'd say politics is like, you know, like real estate, time and location, everything. It's important. Like I said, when you talk about the Panther Party, and I say, wait a minute, make sure you understand. Can I stress to you that there's no cell phones around? You know what I'm saying? We doing organized free breakfast program, so on and so forth. So for forces such as this, for this brother here, Hester talking about, you know what I'm saying, the radio, you put in context. I mean, what you talking about? I mean, inspiring. So, you know, inspiring, you know what I'm saying? Make you up the ante, like, well, wait a minute, hold up, man, if this network is happening, you know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about even coming down to Atlanta before, you know, getting down and say, man, you know, hey, man, we love to be down there, we can't make the trip, though, you know? Next thing you know, has makes a phone calls, other people calling, such and such gonna contact you, you know what I'm saying? The Greyhound bus ticket, you know, like, and you feel, and it kind of hit you like, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? As I said, if the lack of, you talking about the struggles we dealing with out here, and for these forces we dealing with, you know what I'm saying now. And like I said, sometimes I told Mother Comrade, I know we do suffer from survivor's remorse. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I jump up and I think about it, and say, man, you know what I'm saying? We talking about the health situation we out here dealing with. You talking about, man, forces down there with hospice and I mean, imagine what I mean, just not getting his sight back, and just the day-to-day things. And I have flashback onto my, you know, we don't care, healthcare behind the walls, and so just a sponsor. We got to do this here. But again, y'all, it's a difference between the revolution and the war. You know what I'm saying? As Minister U.E.P. Newman said, without the people, revolution is impossible, y'all. So again, we got to have this one prisoner, one contact happening. We, you know what I'm saying, call into these cases. Man, let's make history. Let's take history and take history again. We live in the record, Chairman Fred Hampton, Robin Allen, a.k.a. the Lady of Rage. We riding, y'all. Free them all. I know we got some more callers in queue. I know I've been getting calls all this week about cases and contradictions. I think my friend brother came on a while ago. In FAC, Grandmaster J. People just took him in custody. I think a caller supposed to give us some updates on that. You know what I'm saying? I got some calls the other day. We talking about the politics of the mass shooting. So you know what I'm saying? Again, so y'all. Man, 929-477-3785. Press 1. Also 708-223-8953, y'all. Again, let's seize the time. Free them all. Are we looking at get some callers in queue?
Free them all, Chairman. Caller Rico on the line.
Welcome to Freedom Radio. Welcome to Freedom Radio. Welcome to Freedom Radio.
Appreciate it, comrade. Appreciate it. I just called in today to tell you I'm Rico Duke, the son of U.E.P. Newman, and I respect you. I salute you, and I stand with you wholeheartedly. We have 8 chapters. We have a federal government. We have a bank, a Federal Reserve Bank. We have many numerous things going on. We are love to unite with you, to support you wholeheartedly. We no longer asking these people for nothing. We no longer asking to protect our people. We're going to protect our own people. We're going to provide resources for our own people. We're going to put ourselves on the front line to protect our people, to protect our generation. So we'll love for you to be a part with us and unite with us. And once again, I state I ain't going to take up too much of your time. I support you wholeheartedly. I'd love to meet up with you and meet you and all certain things. Mr. Anthony Muhammad asked me, I was on a radio show with him. He asked me in regards to you. I told him that I support you wholeheartedly, but I hadn't had a chance to reach out to you and speak with you. So I'm letting you know on your live radio show that some people do support you wholeheartedly.
Appreciate the call. And we also in the process too, because I got a few calls earlier too. Not on the show, but we trying to get this because I know a lot of people could like what part of the country we're gonna be in. So what's this event? In fact, it was some legitimate criticism raised about. Well, Chan, we didn't know about the community cleanup at the Hampton House, and so a lot of moves they haven't come from a pivot. But so y'all look forward to the community calendar, club's community calendar being put forward, and so you know what I'm saying that we are. Like where we gonna be with events, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna throw a couple of events out there so people can know where we'll be at. Also, it was brought to my attention. Also, another was I don't hold on 1 second. The Maroon calendar. They talking about that's a and I don't, this is not going to by no means provide some perfect organization layout where everybody says, okay, this organization is gonna be at this is gonna be, but just so people can know, you know what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact. A lot of our moves that I know we do, I don't want to say reaction. They're not reactionary, but you have to, like the perfect example today. We had no idea that the contingent from Nigeria was going to be at the Hampton House where they came, and they showed up and they showed out. So we will be updating. We will be putting public information, you know what I'm saying, about places we're at, and we have to seize the time. So we appreciate the call. Right on. Yes, indeed.
Indeed, 21st Century Black Panthers, RCDHPN. We stand with Fred Hampton and
Live and direct, making history, taking history, and taping history, y'all. Y'all feel free to call in with us, 708-223. Right on. 893. Scratch, pull over. 708-223-8953. I'm moving. I see Chair Fritz, we got to move fast, move organized. I'm talking fast, move. And I hope one thing out there. I know one thing. If anybody, any comrades try to struggle with me about this coffee, I'm about to raise some stories about the health situation. Be like, or even this, even the cigars. They had told Comandante Che Guevara, they had raised about the cigars because he had asthma, and they had told Comandante Che Guevara he had to start the cigar. He's like, hold on, they on the battlefield. So they came to a compromise. Okay, you can smoke one cigar a day. So they say Che Guevara come back on the battlefield next day with this long cigar, and the comrade said, what part of the game is this? Man, you just told you this. He said, man, y'all said one cigar, so. And I been one time. She probably listening to. I know she Pam, Minister of Conversation, Pam Africa. That cigar. I said, listen, all the stress we got a back and forth. Let me get this cigar here, just to, I said, okay, that's all right, but sometimes you gotta balance it out. I said, how you get stressed? I go out with them dogs, hang with them dogs, man. Oh, speaking of which, on the side note, the Hampton House Hounds got some more pups on the deck, y'all. We'll keep y'all posted on that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We live and direct, y'all. I know so much stuff is happening. We got, you know what I'm saying, y'all. Man, oh my, hold on. How do I watch hands up, y'all? Tell me how this stuff works. Okay. What is this? This what you call it? Hacking thing. Text me when I do this mess up our thing on the StreamYard. Just seeing all this stuff here, all this. Okay, let me know if I gotta come up out of this, whatever. Cause I know I'm having flashbacks. One time we had events, y'all, some stuff they popping up in now. I don't know if it's this impact the video, the stream coming out of what. So yeah, so you might get one of the comments might get let me know I got to deal with this here. So yeah, what they call it? That's a troll. Okay, I'm just saying. Okay, yeah, keep me. Long as they do that thing, long as it don't block it. Okay, thank you. Hold on a second, y'all. Okay, y'all know I'm horrible. Okay, try this here. Okay. I'm still here, so y'all. Okay. That's how you do. Okay, right on. Give thanks. I don't know, all this new Okay, okay, right on. We moving and grooving, y'all. Making history, taking history, taking history. I know so much is happening. We talk the politics of the mass shooting. So, I mean, some people might want to devalue. Well, just some crazy white boy put up in Buffalo, New York shooting. What's to discuss? Put in political context. The fact this cat can roll 200 miles. Unmolested, you know what I'm saying? Not stop, you know what I'm saying? The fact, you know what I'm saying? The fact he came through the day before they did a surveillance. You know what I'm saying? The fact of, you know what I'm saying, even, I mean, how you watch one of them video games, the training. Go, y'all get a chance, man, check out some of these video games, these Grand Theft Autos and the details of Chicago, they taking how to move and how you, and you wonder what's wrong with these youngsters. I'm telling you, you do steal cars, you engage in, you go have sex, like literally. You know what I'm saying? They get the Google Glass, all these young man. This ain't the Atari games or the Pac-Man or the Gladiator games. You know what I'm saying? This is I'm talking about dig. Man, they got some real deal action going on. They also psychological profile. I'm talking about on these youngsters, and ain't no just a video game, just music. Man, this is and you go back and look on U.S. aggression in Afghanistan. Go look at some of the video games they're playing. Look at the images in Iraq. That's Saddam Hussein, so on and so forth. The images had the video game. So this is in the minds, you know what I'm saying, of children in particular. Then you fast forward. Go look at these games. You know, brace yourself. You know what I'm saying? The type of they breaking down like different street organizations, different street blocks, what they saying, so on and so forth. It's going down. It's going down. Real talk. You think them basketball games the players look realistic? I'm talking, this stuff is happening for real. And go look at the vid. Look, I think they took it down. The shooting, up in Buffalo. And then look at when he was arrested. Look at the Negro police not even touching him. Real talk. Not even touching him. We live in the record Free Amar Radio, y'all. 929-477-37.
Once again.
Go ahead, Coles.
Once again, a congressman in Texas was blaming rap music and the video game rap music for the school shooting, for the mass shootings that's going on, the music, the rap music in particular.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was a Republican, not a Republican. Yeah, he's a Republican. But I think he was either a senator or a congressman from Texas.
And see,
and
I'm willing.
And when you see some of these people, it's like these mass shooters, like Dylan Roof, like the guy from Buffalo.
Hold on, Coach. Hold on, Coles. Let me know if y'all can hear co-hosts on these other outlets too, or even my callers. I don't know if the past callers. I don't know if they. Let me know if y'all don't hear these callers on the street. I'm got the phone sitting down, so to give me a heads up if y'all can hear the callers and the calls. So give me a heads up if y'all can hear them. Okay, go ahead, calls. We with you. Go ahead.
I was just mentioning how these mass shooters get handled with kids' gloves, like Dylan Roof and dude who shot up the church. Well, that was Dylan Roof. The guy who shot up the church was Dylan Roof. Then there was the guy who shot up the movie theater. Then this guy in New York and Buffalo, and they get taken alive and get treated and handled so well. And there was a guy in Houston, Texas, I believe last month, who was shot in the back of the neck by Houston Police Department. They said he had felons and warrants and things, felony warrants, and he was in the car, somebody else was driving. They rolled up on him. He got out the car and ran. The cop said, put your hands in the air. As soon as he said, put your hands in the air, was foul. Shot him through the neck. They handcuffed him. They said he died in the hospital, but me looking at the video, my opinion is he was dead right there, and they knew it. They didn't even administer aid. Then later on, they said he had a gun in the bag that he was running with, but they didn't know he had a gun. Nobody turned around and shot at them. No one, he didn't fire anything. He didn't brandish anything. He ran away from you all. So what was the reason or the cause or You feared for your life because he was running away from you. Once again, you feared for your life. Shot him in the back of the neck, and now he's dead. His name was Jalen Randall, I believe, and this was in Houston, Texas. But then these mass shooters and these white guys, they are mentally ill, and they have, they need some therapy, and we need to help them. But when it's us, it's, this was a thug, and in third grade he spit at his teacher, or he kicked over the trash can, and that's why he is what he is today. And no help, no regard, or no nothing for us. But these other guys are shooting up hundreds, tens of people, and mass shooters, killing people. And here you are, you going in, no, let's not hurt him. Please put the gun down. Please, we don't want to kill you. We don't want to hurt you. But somebody running away from you, you blast them in a matter of 3 seconds. Made me think about Tamir Rice when I saw it, just how quick it can even. You just got out and shot right away. So, just wanted to throw that out there.
Right on. And also
Comparison.
always put things in perspective of time and location too. Like, let's say like politics. An objective analysis. A lot of times you have to check your emotions, and let your emotions check you. You have to look at. It's look at the time of this whole the NRA convention coming up in these elections. Every time election time come around, it's just it's known in the community, like even like cats who be hustling in the community say, man, lay low, man, because election time because they be coming locking cats up, and you see an increase. It wasn't surprised. I told somebody it wasn't surprised me if these criminals get a big old light switch. They can cut capitalism, and they can cut COVID and crime up and down when they want to. A light going there, turn it off and on, and the timing with the right before the NRA, National Rifle Association convention, these shootings happen. You look back, there's a big case in LA one time where the guys walked up in the bank, they strapped up, they moving, and just so happened it was a vote coming up in Senate 2 days later about assault weapons. It was a contract coming down. It was a battle. So you had these battles amongst gangsters. You know what I'm saying? What do we mean when we say battle amongst gangsters? Like you look in Africa. Africa's all carved up. You know what I'm saying? Portuguese, Spaniards, all these criminals fighting amongst each other. The Pope and them come through. Okay, we got to stop all this fighting. This goes to Cameroon. You know what I'm saying? This goes to the Portuguese. This Gold Coast goes to this person. So in the name of peace. And you start looking at certain dynamics. The Boston Tea Party. Go look at the Boston Tea Party. You know what I'm saying? With these colonials dressed up like the native people. You know what I'm saying? They challenging the crown. They challenging Britain, England about taxation without representation. And so, and they ain't cold and cocky enough to come out themselves and say, listen, man, we white people challenging other white people. They dress like the native people. You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing with the Boston Tea Party. So a lot of these dynamics, you gotta be real careful. And people say, well, I don't believe they'll sacrifice their man. Listen, hey. Listen, this system knocked their own president wig off. You know what I'm saying? You gotta look at what's going on, what's at stake. And I said, we don't even know what's at stake. And the criminal psychologist said the first thing you gotta look for at the crime scene is who benefited. And you know what I'm saying? And 9 times out of 10, better yet, 10 times out of 10, you gotta believe the capitalist benefited. Give me here's I know I look for I think it's a 510 number. And forgive me, I'm kind of hesitant to check my phone. It's another, I think a 3/4. Maybe another. Give me any more callers in queue. Press 1, callers. Press 1. Press 1.
Chairman, we have caller Nika on the line.
You kind of broke up. Freedom. I didn't hear what you said. Freedom. Welcome, Freedom. Welcome to Freedom Radio. Can we?
Yes, this is Nika.
She kind of breaking up.
Thank you. I'm Nika. I'm part of New National Human Rights Organization. And I really want to just appreciate Brother Hess for giving the opportunity to come on and, listening. And I really like the platform that you have. Like, I'm very impressed. I'm definitely frontline. Look on Facebook, you see all the work that we do. And just want to comment on, the last conversation the lady just got on and said, the main issue that we have today in society is mental health. And that's not being expressed or, exposed enough out into society. For me being an ex-correction officer working in the Georgia prison and South Carolina prison. And, it's a lot of work that we have to do. I stand front line, and I really commend you because, you don't have too many brothers and sisters like us out there in the front line fighting for, police and tax, human rights, parole reform, prison reform, because, I feel like our brothers and sisters being held captive behind the prison walls. There's a lot of things that go on the wall, behind the wall that nobody will understand if you haven't either been locked up or you have to be unemployed behind the wall to see what goes on. So, like I said, I just appreciate him for even inviting me on, and it seems like a good platform that, I have to back too. I'll support it in any way that I can. And it's a good way to start networking with other organizations. Like what I said, we can all have our own little individual organizations, but we just need to come together in unity as one, as under one umbrella. That's how I look at it. But you got too many people that they are afraid to speak up. There's no sense to keep complaining and whining and crying if you ain't gonna stand up and speak up.
Right on, sister. I'm going to touch on something I see somebody else had tapped in. Also, sister, come around the boards. I think it's a 470 number. Also, they said look for it. But let me comment. Some of the sisters just mentioned in regards to mental health. This conversation, no conversation. I mean, we can't. I mean, we don't. These mass shootings. The stage in our community. This elephant in the room. That, you know what I'm saying. Cannot be dismissed. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and the deal is, this the stigma that's placed on this is not by happenstance. I mean, the fact that we walking on 2 feet straight up, there should be some awards given for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, what happens to us on a day-to-day basis, and this whole dynamic. I mean, the propaganda just from these TV shows they give us. I'm talking about, and the facade they give us about, you're supposed to make it. You know what I'm saying? You work hard. I mean, the mental. I mean, man, this we cannot have. I refuse. I'm to the stage in the game. Refuse that. I mean, people on this. You told us some of these people, especially the cats, call themselves organizers. They talk about black people be coming together and negating this whole. I mean, just that dynamic, the mental health issue. I'm talking. It's like you can't, man. This dynamic, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's so blatant. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, and it's to the point that was more scarier than the mental health. Those who outside who act like it does that it's not there. Like you don't see that issue. You don't see and again, I know a lot of times like it's a quote me on this. It's embarrassing being oppressed. It's embarrassing being oppressed. It's embarrassing being oppressed. And a lot of times we try to jive ourselves about it. You know what I'm saying? And the deal is, this whole the history, I'm talking about, imagine, I mean, you're told, you go through, right now we get like some therapy because it's some acknowledgement, you know what I'm saying, about what's going on. Like, look at all the time people grew up and their parents tell them, well, you mustn't do this. The police, you have to do something wrong. I mean, look how common that conversation was. It's like talking to a dog. Like, I don't understand why you're not using the kitty litter box. And the dog is like looking around, and then you start seeing other dogs going along with this, getting the kitty litter box, and you know what I'm saying, and they meowing, and they going, you know what I'm saying, and they meowing and they purring. And you know what I'm saying? And then you got people coming in, you know what I'm saying, getting taking, you know what I'm saying, to my, how many kittens this dog had. You got people, you know what I'm saying, you coming in to my, this a war on drugs or war on gun, and having a lot, and it's big one thing if they wink their eyes, say, okay, this a game we running. And every once in a while you get like a period of fresh air where even some reactionaries like Trump will come in point blank and say, no, dig, it's about you, it's black, you black, point blank. And you educate up front in the world, as opposed to this facade. And the impact it has on your brain, and then you look around and you like, cats going along with this here. You know what I'm saying? And that, in our communities, I'm talking about, it must be something to this. One of the first edicts, the mandates that Mayor Rahm Emanuel, when he came to Chicago, closed down the mental health facilities in the black community. Through the door. He wanted his hand when he put down for the inauguration. He said, shut them down. And see, even now, when it happens to other communities, the conversation can happen. You know what I'm saying? It's like even the thing at the Oscars. There is discussion going on now about narcissism. If people that had that been at the BET Awards or the sort, you just dismiss, oh man, that niggas act, or it's bad and good. Sheriff Tom Dot, who I know he's sitting on somewhere talking about, man, God forbid, this thing, Cassandra Greer, her husband Nicholas Lee, man, hey, if you don't know who he is, go check on Cassandra Greer's page. Hey, she making amongst us making sure you don't forget the criminality he's been engaged in. He said himself on 60 Minutes. Chicago said Cook County Jail is the largest mental health facility in the country. Out his mouth. Right there, you should say, whoa, ho, stop right there, stop. You know what I'm saying? Then I forgot the warden lady they brought in, she had no history of corrections. Her history was a mental health issue, you know what I'm saying? And see what happens to other communities. Like they talking about now legalizing opioids in certain, you know what I'm saying, Canada. Because once it gets to other communities, people acknowledge these contradictions. So right on, sister, even pointed out, we cannot have anything else or discussion negating this contradiction. And it's certain, I tell people, it's certain discussions that people have. You be like, man, you don't, listen, 50 Cent was going through the airport one time. Go Google it. And a little young white guy who had some mental health issues had approached him. And he made a joke about him or something. You 50 Cent. By the time he got on this plane and the plane landed, they raised up and said, man, he out of order for disrespecting this guy who had mental health issues. Then they didn't go psychiatrist and talk to this boy, the little white child. That you knew this guy had issues through the door. This ain't no attack, no slam. You knew through the door. By the time his plane landed, he is donating all type of money to the charities of mental health issues, so on and so forth. See, when it happens to other communities, the stigma of degrading is taken away from it. You have a dope problem. Oh, that's opiate. Hold on. Wait a minute. The police are not going to be armed with Narcan. No, that's going to be. They can stop you from overdosing. It's viewed different. It's political. It must be same dynamic. You know what I'm saying? So the deal is even our contradictions, you know what I'm saying, our community. You know what I'm saying? First of all, through the door, who is responsible? You know what I'm saying? This system get us in this good motherfuckers in straight jackets. You know what I'm saying? This system. I mean, like I said, for us to be walking on 2 feet straight, that's phenomenal. So we live and direct, y'all, on Freedom On Radio. Thank you, Vernon says, thank you for that call. I know we just hold on. Anything else you want to add, sister?
I got the dip, man. I got the dip out this brother Henson, man. But I definitely want to continue to just say thank you, man, and thank the Lady of Rage, man. Y'all been there for us behind these walls, man. And I want to thank everybody that been calling in, man. You know, y'all just heard from Sister Queen that been dealing with mental health, you know what I'm saying, and know the mental health issue that we need behind these walls. Yeah. You know, we behind enemy lines. We need y'all support out there, man. I want to tell everybody about Freedom Fest that's coming to Atlanta, Georgia on July the 2nd on my birthday weekend. The same time when you were down here. Chairman Fred, when we did the award on it in my, you know what I mean, where it ain't all good on Central West side of the here when we say yeah, shout a yeah. But I was saying this right here, man. Y'all check it out online, man. We got Sister Demeanor Bishop online. Y'all check my page. It's going to be on Freedom On Radio group. It's going to be in Posh Movement group. We're going to put it on every group that we can possibly put it in. But we need people live on the ground, boots on the ground in the ATL on July the 2nd weekend, you know what I mean? Because Danita Bishop and the whole La Familia, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Godfather, man, who just made it home, you know what I mean, from the federal penitentiary too, man, in the Hathaway House, man. And shout out to the brother behind the Georgia State Penitentiary walls, man. You know what I mean? And the firm and standing soldiers, you know what I'm saying, in the midst of these concentration camps and the techniques that they're using to tear us down, to beat us down, and kill us down, you dig? With that being said, man, I got to get ready to cut out, man. I love y'all so much, man, and I'm gonna be right back here, man, next week, man. I'm gonna be here, and I'm gonna be here so early and on time, man. I'm gonna make whoever doing the boys real mad at me. I'm gonna keep pushing one, cause the Lord knows, man, I got something to say, man, and I don't know nowhere else to say it, fella. They're right here at Freedom On Radio, man. Peace and blessings, love and service. Shout out to my brother Peace and Justice out of the ATL too. Yeah, shout it, yeah. Love y'all, man.
We love you. Peace and blessings, Freedom On. No, like, hey, man, for those who didn't catch every detail he said, you go back and you play this. I know July 2nd. You know what I'm saying? The Freedom Fest, make sure you check that out what he said, ATL. Make sure we run that, man. Take it, repost it, put it out there. No doubt about it, man. Hey, I mean, hey, love and respect to this brother here, man. Real talk, y'all. Long history. Again, I mean, really inspired this whole thing about freedom already. I'm flashbacking now. I remember. I was like, since knee had another. I said, okay, what you mean? Okay, the radio show, how this go? And I'm like, man, it was inspiring. So make sure y'all replay with the announcement. You know what I'm saying? And put this out. Make sure again. I know a lot of times cats they can make it down there for the big shindig, the big party, the big award show going down there. But man, just announced I think he said the Freedom Fest. So that's and he gave the website. So make sure y'all check that and repost that. Man, that's our brother Hess. A Posse Movement. You check the group, all that on social media, and put it out. Real talk, y'all. Real talk. Live and direct, y'all. Making history, taking history, taping history. Sister Conrad, we have you looking on callers in queue. I think a full.
Yes, pretty much. We have a son of David Boxtel.
Ooh, come on with it.
Sir.
I can't.
To be the day, my brother.
Now listen here, for my welcome. Now, when did we just see each other?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We were just together at the march.
That march. I mean, first of all, welcome to Free My Radio. I have.
I want to thank you.
Listen, okay. Who do we have online for those? Because we have an international listener audience, and just for benefit of those who may not be familiar, who we have online. Go ahead, my brother. Oh yeah.
I just want to say thank you for being there. I want everything that you're doing. And the march was so big that I just want you to know that I'm working on something. We're putting something else even bigger than that together. So we're gonna go out here and reach these kids. We're gonna fix our city back. We're gonna change city stuff that's gun violence to make difference in our communities and build youth center. And I just wanted to let you know I would love for you to be a part of all these things with us. Because I know you have a voice and you have a big impact on our community. And that's together, we stand together, we can make a difference. And I just want to let you know I love you. I'm here with you. I'm always be there for you. Anything I can do with you, I'm gonna be right there beside you. We have to change these things. We have to change it. Look, it's called, we change our aim, we can change the direction they're going in. And I just want you to know, my brother, saying peace and blessings, and I'm here anytime you need.
Right on. Let me say, hey, those who that the word of that march has reverberated from. I mean, people have been calling from all over. You know what I'm saying? And certain moves are inspiring, and there's certain places are historical stomping ground. That area of where was that? Where was that? The area of Halsted. It brought a lot of cats back from the political graveyard. There was war stories talking about, when the Panther Party came, meet with the disciples back then, black disciples back then. The different. It was history again that a lot of these young cats in particular, have been deprived of. Again, let me tell you, structured like you. It's not okay. The terms are called. They said El Chapo. You know what I'm saying? The cartel. That like you had El Jefe. It's like leadership is a structure. It's certain. With this march, there were some contradictions, and we dealt with those contradictions. The people. You know what I'm saying? And we welcome contradictions, but you can see the pride. You can see just the mention of certain men's names. You can see certain cats. Like literally. Like back straighten up. You know what I'm saying? Like get and it's you can see like even with some of them pictures that was posted, you can see people just. You can feel this before social media. And it's ingrained in the DNA of just certain dynamics. You know what I'm saying? Just body language. You know what I'm saying? How you stand up, everything, and it's certain. I correlate this to it's a piece on a National Geographic or the Animal Channel where they show these elephants going through musk. It's like puberty where they bumping each other and be, oh man, the elephant they bad. No. This is a natural dynamic. Like it's certain you have cats you have egos and men out there and women out there who bump again. But man, the presence of that structure thing you can see the alliance. I have not come down from that yet. And, you know what I'm saying? And so, cut to the chase. I'm on deck. Keep me posted. Keep us posted. I'm definitely this we talk again this 15th. We're looking at the 15th. We talking about getting these bags together to give out to these brothers and sisters to my Family Appreciation Day, and we need you on deck. We talking about we in strategic locations. That's the 15th on 17th. Excuse me, 17th. Because Father's Day falls on 19th, and we got to be on the chairman's tombstone down south. But I think we're looking at the 17th. My fault, the 17th of that. And we want to hit strategic locations in the city with strategic people. You know what I'm saying? Pull up on these brothers. You know what I'm saying? Man, again, Family Appreciation Day. But again, you keep me posted. I'm so charged up for that. I'm talking about, again. I came back. The energy of that mobilization. Cloud Million, Chairman Fred said, man. Hey, let's do it.
Everybody's on board on this.
Show you right. Show you right.
I can get a hold of everybody
show you right.
Make it make sense.
Show you right. Show you right. I'm on Cloud Million, man. You know what I'm saying? So we on deck, and man, put the word out, man. These airways are always open, man. I'm telling y'all, that move there. It's cats. I'm talking about who, man. It's the woke cats from the political graveyard. You know what I'm saying? Who calling? I said, man, you heard about this? They said, man, we heard about that, man. I'm telling you, and it's inspiring people. You know, so you need some of these images and dynamics because it's embarrassing being oppressed. It can get demoralizing. You know what I'm saying? You hear what I'm saying? The individuals that you had there, the location that you had there, and we had some dire situations, man. But again, that was a shot in the arm, man. And a revolutionary is never satisfied. So we look for, hey, we come on with round two, come on with it. We gonna keep on swinging.
Yes, we is. Yes, we is. That's the power of the people. That's the thing. We can make a difference together. And like I said, it started from an idea. And that idea, we wanted to do something different. And we did something so big, nobody was expecting that. The thing about it called everybody.
Man.
We got everybody on board. We want them all on one table and made a difference. We can do that again.
I see
they already waiting now, like, what's the next move?
Hey.
We're going to go reach out. We're going to hit these schools. Make a change.
We on deck, man. When I was Central Committee members, our field marshals touched that. I would tell them about it. I say, listen, man, it was so much motherfucking DNA on that ground. I say, man, listen, the concrete wanted to get up and stand up. It's like, man, and all type of, I'm talking about, man, all type of past war stories that are coming out, man. Who met with who back then? And again, you talking about a time, a generation has been deprived of that. They say raising an orphan horse is the most difficult horse to raise because it doesn't even know basic, just how to walk, stuff you take for granted. You know what I'm saying? And and you start putting things together, dots, connecting dots. Like, wait a minute, this is such and such. This is such and such. This is why this is over here. And see, a lot of times people are telling, like in Haiti right now, I think they talking about these 200 gang murders, whatever. This is an ongoing attack against Haiti from U.S. imperialism, France, and others. You can look in the faces of these kids and wonder why are we so much under attack? Why this thing ain't going on in Dominican Republic? You know what I'm saying? Why is constantly going through? Why this heart machine attacking the weather? Why are we constantly? And you start putting this stuff in context about the uprisings and the revolution. You know what I'm saying? You start Toussaint Louverture and Dessalines, and the history of and the stands that Dessalines had already told France when France sent an overture to Haiti, so they would make a deal. They give them a certain part of the land of exchange for the lack of independence, and Dessalines has sent back a response, coup d'etat boulake, which translated to off with their heads, burn their houses. When you start putting stuff in context about in the 1960s, don't say that you say, wait, why are certain things happening? Why are certain people they study our lineage, our background? You start saying, wait a minute. You start talking about the, from devil disciples to black disciples. You start talking about who mysteriously died at what particular time, who got locked up, what was happening at that particular time, what conversations started happening. You had to put stuff in the political context. One of the largest drafts recorded in U.S. history was in June or July of '68 in a particular part of Los Angeles because they anticipated the uprisings to happen. You know what I'm saying? They study this here. You know what I'm saying? You go back and look at certain hot spots in Minnesota. I remember this like it was yesterday. In Minnesota, this like this yesterday. In Minnesota, we had got the thing that we get the word. It was not the preemptive political strikes from the Triple C's and other programs that was here down there. Comrade Cool under the leadership down there in Minnesota. The night that George Floyd got murdered by Derek Chauvin. That night, we get the word the leadership coming. Said it's going down. This particular area, we know what I'm saying, with this caliber of cats that was right there. We en route down there. I'm again, the forces that's there, so on and so forth. Again, this has to be, again, people do not negate this, do not negate the importance of this here. It's terrible, but I hate to say a lot of times, like how diamonds are made, we work, we under pressure, we get out, y'all. So my brother, keep us posted, man. I say I'm on the 17th. Man, hey, we put something together for them, but on that, but whatever day, and we gotta see the time because like we know weather impacts us, everything. So we on deck. You know what I'm saying? And these airways are always open. Right on.
Yes, sir. Let's get it. We can clean this up. I'm with you, my brother.
So you right.
Be the day, family.
Man, all right, family, we love you. Hey, man, hey, listen. I know Chairman Fred rest. Hey, man, that move the other day, man. So, hey, man, Mr. Box, there's so many others, man. They look. Hey, listen, if you'd have took some of that footage and just put it in black and white, just take the color. Oh, man, listen. Shh. Man, listen. All you need is some 8-track cassette tapes. You like, man, flashbacking. You did? You know what I'm saying? Hey, the energy is high, man. It's Chairman Fred, so we high off the people. Right on. So, Conrad, keep us posted. We get any more callers in queue? I don't know. Man, listen, I don't know how much more I can take, but so we gonna go ahead.
Yeah, we have several callers in queue. Fremont, we have Brother C on the line.
Welcome, Fremont Radio.
Fremont, sir.
Fremont, welcome to Fremont Radio. Yes, indeed. Well, Chairman Fred Jr. and also Robert Allen, a.k.a. Lady of Rage.
Yes, sir. Like, humble. It's like, I love what that brother was just talking about, coming together, and talking about mental health and things like that, and it's like, the propaganda, you're talking about, the different demographics that are, being manipulated humbly by the system that's targeting each individual with their advertising ID and their digital footprints and things like that. But within our community, in the Black community, we have the Marcus Garvey-like thought of what we need to be doing, locally and internationally, humbly and with all due respect. It's like, you got the Nigerians there, there's Queen Abby over there in Nigeria, talking about our power. It's like as a people, that microcosm that you always talking about, it's like we are starting, in my humble opinion, see the truth of this moment in time, the truth of who we are and what we're able to do collectively, globally and locally, as we collect the local to the global, as we have our Marcus Garvey-like moment. If somebody rises up and says, hey, y'all, you know what we can do right now? We can have a community at least worldwide. We can at least globalize our community, on the internet at least, have friends, it's like, and call ourselves some kind of global force, like humbly the Moors in Chicago talking about taking our place among the nations. It's like starting to speak in that sense for future generations so that their revolution is taking that higher step humbly. It's like, I love what I'm hearing and humbly, I started not to mess with nobody no more and stay out of everything. I learned, the system ain't no joke, It is really a system of slavery that will fuck your mind up if they want to. You dig? They will really fuck with you. You dig? Mm-hmm. You go from thinking you a PhD to thinking you a babbling idiot. And when you talk about mental health, man, the system, the Honorable, Naeem Akbar, the Honorable like Amos Wilson, they say things like we have to be crazy to maintain our own sanity. But at the same time, I mean, our own oppression. But at the same time, this system ain't playing right now. You dig? And I tell people, hey, you feel like you're going a little crazy? Get off the internet for a year. Turn Facebook off. Turn all that. Turn it off for a year, and watch what happens. You'll start to feel a little more sane, at least. Humbly, you know. At least I do. It's like right now we really are in a war, socially on a whole nother level. The propaganda, the Nazi, all the things that they've been doing on that side to conserve a system of slavery at its heart, but capitalism and the French Revolutionary, the anti-French Revolution that's going on right now within the society and civilization. It's like they trying to maintain their bullshit and make some money on their Facebook plantations and all this shit. They need techno metaphysical slavery. But it's like with us.
Let me interject with you one second, brother. Yes, sir.
Collectively, in my humble opinion.
No doubt. Hold on one second, my brother. I got okay. Right. Yeah, definitely. Pull out this assessment. Somebody just coming with you said, Amos Wilson. No, definitely. Y'all do y'all research and reading on that. No doubt about it. I don't be on the countdown for 10. Hold on, bear with us. Let's just post. Give me I'm gonna bring this in too before we close out. I know it's a 470 or 407. Is one of them on that line also? Hold on, caller, stick with me. Fremont, you still stick with us. Just hold on, I'm trying to bring it, get the callers. And yeah.
We got Demita Bishop from Atlanta from 470. Let me bring her in.
Is that okay? Is that one? Okay, bring her in. Is that who just called in earlier? Who? Okay. Give me make sure.
Yeah, let me bring her in.
Is that the okay?
Yeah, can you hear me, Fremont?
Fremont, are you sister just on? Is this the sister just on with us? This your first time calling in?
This is my first time calling in.
Okay, right on. Welcome. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure everybody get in. That's all. Okay. Bear with us. We down to a few minutes. Come on. We can still keep our other callers. Come on. Welcome to Fremont Radio, sister. Yes, indeed.
Okay. Are you telling me to wait, or you want me to?
No. You good. You good.
Sorry.
You can proceed. Yep, you proceed. You good.
Okay, so I'm Demita Bishop. I'm the one hosting the Freedom Fest here in Atlanta, Georgia. And first of all, I want to say thank you to everybody for your contribution to this fight, whether you in the walls or you out on the boots on the ground, because it's not easy. I decided to put this event together because every time I get invited to speak, and I get invited to speak all over the country, it's just a bunch of activists talking to each other. We're not reaching the outside. And so I reached out to several activists and I said, let's put an event together. At first, nobody wanted to do it with me, so I said, bump them. I went to all the families and I said, hey, Atlanta's a place where y'all can come see history and do all kinds of stuff, whatever. But on 4th of July, while y'all celebrating all these other events, can you make a pit stop to Grant Park and advocate for your loved ones? You can put up signs, and you can wear T-shirts, pass out flyers, and we all come to one place. I need mass numbers so that people can see just how bad it is. Now, I know that I'm not powerful enough to get millions of people to Atlanta, but as of right now, we're looking at close to 1,000, if not more. People are coming in caravans from all kinds of cities. What inspired me to do this is just all the things wrong that I've seen wrong in such a short time. I've only been doing this for 3 years. I'm one of the few activists going inside the courtroom before people get convicted that is not an attorney. And with that being said, I've made several enemies from the judges and attorneys in Georgia, California, New York, Mississippi, Texas. When they see me come in the courtroom, they try to get me up out of there before I even sit down. All I do is go in there, I write, take notes, reach out to the people, and I tell them what motions were filed, what I learned, what laws they're using against them. We get the Constitution out. I tell them what constitutional violations are happening, and I make them write an email.
Right on.
I've learned that we get all these people behind the wall that are guilty of poorly written laws. Like in the South, kidnapping is basically moving a person 6 feet without their permission. With that being said, I've kidnapped several people. You've kidnapped several people. False imprisonment is putting someone in a space they don't want to be.
Forgive me 1 second. Forgive me 1 second, sister. Forgive me 1 second. Okay, hold on 1 second. I'm trying to keep all y'all in. Forgive me also. Give me that website and that date, the date for that march. Also, my fault. I get some other text too. Give me a 681 or 843 or 310 or 301 or 202 also. They just call. I'm trying to make sure everybody get in too. Forgive me, sister. I'm trying to. Okay, give me bring them in, but give me the website you got, sister. So and that date, give me that website and that date for this march. And sister, come around on the line. Bring me in a 681. That's a Kenya.
Sorry, sorry, I'm sorry I was talking. Sorry, I was talking too long.
No, sister. No, sister. Hey,
I
no.
don't have a website. I'm sorry.
No, sister. No. Don't.
But no, I'll explain why I was doing the event, but no, I don't have a website.
Okay.
If you can make it, there's gonna be thousands of people there, and it's gonna be powerful.
Thank you, sister. Right on.
You guys have a blessing.
No. Forgive me for cutting you off, sister. I just want to make sure everybody get in. Forgive me, sister. Okay, bring me a 681 and feel free to call back in. So it's gonna bring me a 681 or 843 or 310 or 301. They in queue? One of them in queue? Fremont, are they in queue?
No, Fremont, I don't see those numbers.
No 681.
I
No.
don't see those numbers.
Okay, a 202. I don't see these. Okay, I'm getting a text. I'm getting a text that someone they call in up there in the case of Grandmaster JD when they call in. Okay, 68. None of those area codes in.
That's 681. That's a bishop from Virginia. Let me bring him in.
Okay. Be cut up. Come on in. They in? They in? Fremont.
You hear me?
Yes. Okay. Welcome, Fremont Radio. You got 10. We on the countdown. Yes.
I'm calling on to advocate on behalf of our brother Grandmaster Jay, who's currently in a federal lockup right now, standing up for a black woman. I think you know the story of what happened. Not here to get into the legalities of it because that's a whole nother show, but to make sure we all know what's going on and advocate for him being released prior to his sentencing so that he can take care of his, he's got some health concerns that are failing him right now being in that place. And I just want to advocate for all of y'all to call the proper authorities, the Justice Department, this thing goes high. So the Judiciary Committee and anybody else that y'all think would be effective in giving attention for our brother.
You have any call? You have any call-in numbers? You want to provide?
Yeah, we have. I would direct y'all to that. If you go to CAAC-GA on Twitter, CAAC-GA on Twitter, that has all the information right there in the post.
One more time before you close. One more time before you close out. One more time.
CAAC-GA.
Okay, right on. I just seen this. That's on Twitter. Okay, was that a website? It's on Twitter. All right. Fremont, the juveniles don't have a. Okay, juvenile. Okay, that's Lebanon Hamilton, right? I'm kind of switching lanes. Still sticking. Okay, juvenile don't have a law library to help them fight. 3 years ago, there's Lebanon Hamilton, right on Levante, right on. Phone died. Okay, right on. They're closing us out. Okay, y'all feel free to call back. Oh no, on the Instagram, man. Damn. Hope you didn't lose the video. Okay, damn.
Instagram is off.
It's off.
That video ended.
Did it end? It's still up there, right? I didn't lose it, did I? It's still up there?
I don't see it.
Damn.
If you're not live, I don't see it.
I hope I ain't lose it. Okay, okay. All right, y'all. Okay, man. I hope it's still on Instagram. But if not, we got it here though. Yeah. So repost this and put it out there, y'all. Hey, keep us, y'all. Okay, replay this back. There's a lot of updates, a lot of campaigns put out there, y'all. Repost this, put it out there. Subscribe to Chairman Fred Jr., Chairman Fred Jr. on YouTube Live. You know, so we live on Instagram. On Intellectual Radio. Y'all make sure y'all put the word out. Campaign to save and maintain Hampton now still going strong and hard. Cash App $ Save the Hampton House. Also, SaveTheHamptonHouse.org. Go to the donate button. June, we work on something big for the 17th of June, but we got some other moves coming before then, y'all. We're gonna keep in contact with y'all. So again, let's continue to make history, take history, and tape history. We had a lot of calls, a lot of energy. So go back and replay this slowly. Sit back tonight, you know what I'm saying? Replay it. Put it in your car when you're rolling, you know what I'm saying? Hook it up. Again, another episode of Freedom on Radio here live, Intellectual Radio with Chairman Fred Hampton Jr., Robert Allen, a.k.a. the Lady of Rage. For those calls we didn't get in, y'all feel free. Make sure y'all try to hit us back. We on the same time, same station next Wednesday. Keep your heads up, eyes with and fists clenched. What's the call? Free them all.
Free 'em all.
Free them all.